Hey guys, it's me, Cruel, back again with another reaction video on this channel and another episode for Exploring Perfect All Kids. Today we're episode 15 and we're gonna watch and react to Busker Buskers If You Really Love Me. If you're new to the channel and you like what I do on here, consider subscribing to not miss any uploads in the future. I have at least one per day on YouTube and multiple times a week on top of that on my Patreon. I react to live stages, I do album reviews, I react to TV shows, K-dramas and much more if you're interested in checking those out. Or if you want to join my Discord server to talk with me and other people about K-pop, K-hip-hop, K-drama and more, then check out the links in the description of this video. Thank you so much for doing so. And quick shout out to my Patreons for January. Special shout out goes out to 42 Ayatnam, Yusubins, and Eldritch. Thank you so much. Alright, this is episode 15 of Exploring Perfect Orchids. If you don't know what the series is about, or what a Perfect Orchid is, I will quickly explain it to you. Basically, a Perfect Orchid is being number one in every chart at the same time. In all of the real-time, daily, weekly charts, it's very hard to achieve, only about 105 or so songs ever since 2010. Up until today achieved that, and we are currently in June 2012 with Busker Busker If You Really Love Me in their second Perfect Oracle in a row actually, but in total as well. So last episode was already Busker Busker and my first time ever checking them out. They are an indie group, or I guess they were one. They are on hiatus since 2013, so probably they're not coming back since all of the members are doing different things now. They're 3 members. They had basically, well, they were the runner-up on Superstar K3, which is a Mnet/CJ survival show, and then they had their debut song Cherry Blossom Ending last time in the last episode of Exploring Perfect Orchids, which, you know, if that's in my show, then that means that they got a Perfect Orchid with their debut song, which is crazy. This is their first comeback since then, and this also got a Perfect Orchid. And then they have one more comeback next year in 2013, which also got a Perfect Orchid, so it's pretty insane actually how popular they must have been, I guess. I speculated a lot about them in general last time, so we're just gonna keep it 100 and react to the song and try to focus on the song itself without talking too much about the group. But yeah, let's get started. They have one guitarist and vocalist, which is the guy, let's just talk about them for a quick second. The guy on the left is the guitarist and vocalist. Usually the guy in the back is just doing drums and percussion. He's just not doing anything else. And the guy on the right usually is doing bass and backing track, but seems like he is now playing acoustic as well for this one. At least it looked like in that shot. Maybe it's kind of baiting us. Who knows? Oh, wait, that was a light stick, wasn't it, for Busker Busker? Oh, this is different from last time. His voice is a bit deeper here. Also, who is this? Why does he look so non-Korean, by the way? This drama. I just noticed that. Busker Busker. This is also part of their first and only mini album. Hey. Oh, there's still bass in here though. But almost kinda, he's doing bass with an acoustic guitar this time around, I think. Sounds really interesting. Of course, I know that from songs, but it's just unusual, I guess. So far the song was a bit more upbeat than the last one. The last one was kind of like slowly dragging itself out a little bit because it made sense because of the story of the song as well. But here it's kind of more emotional and upbeat. It definitely kind of makes more sense towards the song title as well. It's about love, so there must be more emotion in there. I don't know what they're doing in the video there, by the way. What's that? This guy looks so non-Korean. the drummer.
사랑한단 말로는 사랑할 순 없군요. 그대 기억하나요? 나의 뻔한 그 말이 그대롭게
They're filming a music video, right? Right now?
너무 깊은 그 밤은 다 지나가네요. 모두 다 지나갔군요. 무엇을 말했는지
But I wonder why we're seeing it from behind the scenes. Like, what are they filming? Is it not the music video for this song?
그대가 오늘은 헤어지자 말해요. 정말로 사랑한담 기다려주세요.
Oh, they're driving again. They love their bicycle drives.
말들도 당신의 행동 하나 진심만을 원하죠. 정말로 사랑한담 기다려주세요.
Wow, there were a lot of people there. My god. This is a busking live. There's so many people. Holy smokes. Oh my god. You don't understand. For busking, this is so many people. Oh my lord. I don't understand why indie is so popular. I am not hating on indie at all. I just don't understand it. Like, literally, technically I don't understand, because there were a lot of young people here too, right? Yeah, a lot of young people, a lot of girls too. Like, do they just find these men sexy and it's like fangirling, or why? Like, do they actually enjoy the music too? I don't know, and I don't understand how that happens for like such a young age group, because I don't know. I don't know anyone in over here in the Western world in my age or younger that actually loves indie music. Okay, I know a few, but very rarely. Like, very rarely. Again, I'm trying to learn about it, right? Oh my god, there's so many people! What? Holy! Who has vocals insane here? Wow. 사랑한다 기다려주세요. 사랑한단 그 말들도 당신의 행동 하나 진심만을 원하죠. Sounds like he's using a lot of head voice. But maybe I'm tripping.
그댈 위해 참아줘요. 당신의 행동 하나 아픈 추억 돼가요. 정말로 사랑한다면.
Oh, the bridge part almost? Was it like an outro? I guess an outro, huh? I like it. Wow. That was a cool music video too, honestly. I like their music videos, to be honest. Like, the last one was really cool too. Because of the story, it was just funny and unexpected. But this one is just a cool journey to see, like, a lot of... yeah, for me it's very interesting. I don't know for Koreans if this music video is actually that interesting, but because they probably know about Busker Busker and know how popular they are and stuff like that, but I don't. So for me it's like a really good video to explore how big they are, right? Seeing all of those people, seeing like so many masses at the concerts or in that like fan signing hall, like I think that was in an actual mall. I want to look up something though. Brett Moore, yeah. So Brett Moore, that's definitely not a Korean name. Prior to Brett Moore joining the band's name was Pinky Pinky and was only a subset of the total Busker Busker group. The band's drummer had to leave the band in order to keep his compulsory commitment to join the army. At that time, Jung and Kim Hyung-tae were both university students at Sangwon University, where Moore also worked as an English instructor. Wait, so he was literally their teacher? Oh my god, it literally was their teacher, huh? They met and the three became new bandmates. renaming the band Busker Busker. However, the band was still a loose formation as many members of the Busker Busker group would rotate in and out of band performances. The Busker Busker group set up multiple performances in the summer of 2011 in local Tiernan Park, which is where the Busker Busker band's fame began to escalate. Oh, so they became popular as a busking group. That's actually kind of ironic because of their name, right? At the same time, Jung, Kim, and Moore were participating in the Superstar K3 auditions as a trio, because they were the only members of the band that were able to participate in the process. After the auditions aired on TV, the band solidified as a trio. Makes sense. Moore stood out as he is Caucasian and spoke only a little Korean. Yeah. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. How did that... I mean, we know now how that happened. He was literally the English teacher. That's so funny, though. Right? I don't know. Okay, anyways, that was Busker Busker with If You Really Love Me. Vocally, I think this song is much more my taste compared to Cherry Blossom Ending. I think musically, in general, I was fine with both songs either way. Now that we know how popular they got through busking, that makes sense. Busking is actually, if you get popular through busking, that the word spreads a lot and the people will actually follow you everywhere. I realized with a lot of other artists in Korea that got popular through busking, so Hin, for example. So that's very, very interesting and kind of makes a bit more sense now why they also had a large following and how they were able to get the perfect all kill. But it's still pretty crazy of a story, right? They literally just three random people, like it sounds like they're two brothers or something, and then the English teacher at the university, and they just became a band. And only like there were more members in the band, but only those three were able to participate in the TV show for some reason. Maybe because of the age, or maybe the others weren't allowed because of parents or something. Who knows? And then just because those three were the only ones participating, they actually became a trio, and they almost won the whole show, which is insane. I actually want to also look up who won that. Top 11. Ulala Session? Yeah, Ulala Session 1. I never heard of them either. Boy band. They're still present, like they're still doing stuff too. I never heard of them before. Interesting. I guess the last song was in 2017 and then the before 2014. Anyways, yeah, they almost won the show, which is crazy. Just because they had fun participating, probably. That's really cool. I like those stories, right? It kind of reminds me of Ball 4. They kind of had a similar story. Also participated in, I think, also a Superstar season, I believe, was it. And they also were not a set group of members. They just were a group of friends. And they even brought like some random dude to the audition because their last bandmate couldn't participate. And then yeah, it just kind of happened to be that they got really far into the show. Not they didn't get like in the final, I think, but they got really far and just got really popular through the show itself, not through busking actually. Although they busked before as well, but they weren't popular because of that. And then now they're one of the biggest indie groups in Korea. I guess now indie artists, let's call it that, because it's only one member left now. But yeah, that was also a cool story. So I understand, I guess, somewhat where this is coming from and where they got a perfect orchid from, but still I'm very intrigued and interested. Like, did they compete against other big names, or were they kind of lucky that there was no one else competing with them at the time, and they just kind of were the most popular one out of the non-popular people that participated? I don't know, but let me know in the comments if you know more about that, and maybe if you were a fan of them back in the day already, or just a K-pop fan and you just noticed at the time how they got a perfect oracle. So I would be really interested in that. And yeah, that's it for my reaction video. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode or another video on YouTube or Patreon. Have a nice day. Peace.